If you're over the age of 17 and you're looking for a game that's seriously violent, gritty, scary, strange, and downright packed with mature content, well, here are a few games you'll definitely want to take home with you today. And hey, if you're a functioning adult and you're paying with these games with your own money, check to see if they're available pre-owned and save yourself a couple bucks. All right, Chris, what's up first?
Outlast Trinity marks the first time the Outlast series is being released in physical form. This collection includes the original game, the Whistleblower prequel, and the brand new Outlast 2. If you've never played an Outlast game before, just try to picture a cross between a nightmare and a real-life horror movie. This series attacks your senses in a very primal way, leaving you defenseless and in the dark with only your wits and stealth to keep you alive and guide you to safety. And the road to safety is going to be very rocky. As you fight to survive, you'll investigate, uncover mysteries, and unravel a deep and unsettling story.
If you're a fan of dark, violent, real-world movies, real-world war movies specifically, Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 is just the game you've been looking for. You'll step into the role of John North, an American sniper dropped into a hot conflict zone behind hostile enemy lines near the Russian border. Your mission is to take out a group of separatist leaders and help to stabilize the country. But you've also got a personal mission: to investigate the unknown circumstances of your younger brother's capture and presumed death. Choose your own path and playstyle as you battle through an unforgiving open world filled with challenging enemies, dangerous terrain, and impressive set pieces.
Bulletstorm was a wild sci-fi shooter that played by its own rules and made quite the impression when it originally released for the Xbox 360 and PS3. Now, Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition ups the ante and brings the complete Bulletstorm experience to the PS4 and Xbox One. It features the original Bulletstorm, plus all add-ons and DLC, and all new content that's exclusive to the Full Clip Edition. You'll get a multi-playthrough campaign, 30 single-player Echo challenge maps, 12 co-op team challenge maps, and much, much more. Of course, it wouldn't be a proper re-release without updated graphics and sound, and Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition goes all in with updated models, environments, and animations running at smoother frame rates and 4K resolution.
Chances are, unless you imported a copy from Japan when it was released last year, you've been waiting quite a while for this next Persona game. I mean, it's been, what, 9 years since Persona 4 was released on the PS2? Well, good news for you. The wait is finally over. Persona 5 has officially made its way to the PS3 and PS4, offering fast-paced Japanese role-playing mechanics, exciting action sequences, creatively stylized characters and enemies, and high-quality anime-style cutscenes. Take on the role of a phantom thief and battle to reform corruption in Persona 5.
It's May, and that means one thing to fans of sci-fi shooters. One of this year's most intriguing and exciting new games, Arkane Studios' Prey, is finally upon us. Harness strange alien abilities, find tools, and craft weapons to help you make your way through a space station filled with hostile enemies. Every choice you make will change the course of your game, and no two players will have the same experience. Now, Marisha, people have compared Prey to games like System Shock and Half-Life and movies like Alien and Total Recall. It's something you truly need to experience for yourself. So, let's take a closer look.
Okay.
Hey everybody, I am here, joined by Susan Kath, the lead producer on the new game from Arkane Studios, Prey. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so for anybody that might not be familiar, tell us what Prey is.
Prey is a game by Arkane Studios in which you play Morgan Yu, a brilliant scientist in the future who is stationed on board the Talos 1 space station. The overall goal of the game is to kind of find out why you're there, what's gone horribly wrong, and what can you do to fix it.
As you move through the space station, you're going to go through all different types of environments.
Yes.
Tell us a little about that.
Some of my favorite areas, the guts, which is the utility tunnels that go through the station that are at 0G in areas, and the lobby, which is vast, massive, and this completely illogical thing that only people with way too much money would try and build in space.
Why do you think Prey was the perfect game for Arkane? How are you bringing that Prey philosophy and making sure that what people love about Arkane's past games come through in Prey?
Watching people play the game here today, I've seen people solving some of the game puzzles in ways I'd never actually even seen people try and solve them before. There's an immense amount of interaction that you can do in this game. The combination of the abilities that you can learn over the course of the gameplay, the fact that everything in the worlds are interactive in interesting ways, it leads to, like, every gameplay is a different experience.
What are the things that you are most excited for people to experience when they finally get to play?
I love the setting of Prey. I'm excited for people to really see the world and the station. I love the mix of the alternate history that backs up the game, the whole concept of what if Kennedy had never been assassinated, what if the Soviet Union and the United States collaborated a little more on the space race, and the mix of the Cold War era Soviet architecture combined with the futuristic neo-deco elements that we've pulled together to make that space cool.
One of the most intriguing things is that you can upgrade human abilities and also take on alien abilities. There's something like 40 or 50 different abilities total between the two.
Yeah.
What are the coolest, your favorite abilities on both sides that you can use?
I gotta go with the classic. I know it's everybody's favorite, but I love the mimic ability. The vast array of things that you can mimic on the station. Coming up with creative ways to use those, to combine them with the other powers, like mimicking an object and then using kinetic blast to fling yourself through the air and through a window that maybe you couldn't jump up to if you were a coffee cup. There's cool stuff with that.
That is fantastic. Well, I'll tell you what, I can't wait to play it. I can't wait for everybody to get their hands on it. Prey comes out May 5th?
May 5th.
And which systems is it on?
PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC.
Awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
If that trailer doesn't have you completely convinced to just buy Prey right now, I mean, I don't know, you must not have been watching the same trailer I was just watching, because, oh my God, it looks wild and scary and crazy and awesome.
Yes, and if you're going to buy Prey, you should probably check out the Spring Pro Gaming Pass at GameStop. If you don't know about the Spring Pro Gaming Pass, it's a great way to save some serious money on the biggest games releasing this spring.
Here's Eric to tell us more about it.
Hey, thanks, guys. All right, let's face it. This is a situation we've all found ourselves in before. There are some seriously great games coming out over the next couple of months, and you kind of want to just buy them all. But paying full price for all those games just is not an option. Lucky for you, GameStop and PowerUp Rewards have announced the Spring Pro Gaming Pass. It lets PowerUp Rewards Pro members save $10 on some of the biggest new games coming out this spring. And yes, it's just as easy as it sounds. Here's how it works. First, you'll need to be a PowerUp Rewards Pro member. If you aren't a Pro member yet, talk to a guest advisor at your local GameStop store or go to poweruprewards.com. Second, stop by your local GameStop store and buy the Spring Pro Gaming Pass. It's only $10, and if you buy it with an eligible game, your first $10 savings will be applied to your purchase instantly. So really, if you're already planning to buy a copy of any eligible game, you'll basically get the Spring Pro Gaming Pass for free. A full list of eligible games is on your screen right now. You can also talk to a guest advisor or go to GameStop.com/ProPass. Third, once you have your Spring Pro Gaming Pass and you've purchased an eligible game within 30 days of release, all you have to do is check your active offers. Within 24 hours, you'll receive coupons for $10 off each of the other eligible games coming out this spring. That's a total potential savings of $50. And that's it. It's just that simple. Go Pro, get your Spring Pro Gaming Pass for just $10, and buy any eligible game within 30 days of release to start saving some serious money. Again, for more details on this great offer, talk to a guest advisor at your local GameStop store or check out GameStop.com/ProPass.
So I'm sure we've all spent tons of time hang gliding in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, right?
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it's not nearly as much as the guys from Game Attack.
Yeah, after the break, Sean and Craig, they're going to share their new obsession with us. We'll see you in a second.